graders. We're going to have our very first Journeys lesson today. So you need to please go get your Journeys textbook, your spiral notebook, and a pencil and maybe a pen. All right? Okay, so now that you have those, please at the top of your spiral notebook, write Journeys. Okay? We're going to use this to take some of our notes for Journeys. And in your textbook, I believe it's page 14 and 15. It doesn't tell me in my teacher's manual, but I think you need to go to 14 and 15. At the top, it says sideline support. Okay, so I'm going to read this to you right now. And what I want you to do is while I'm reading, I want you to look at the highlighted words. Those are our vocabulary words that we're going to learn this week. So along with this video, I'm going to make a Google, like a mini quiz. So that way I know that you watch this video and that you're following along. So I'm going to ask you the questions when it makes sense in the text. And then you can either pause the video and answer that question in the little mini test that I have for you, or you can wait until the end. Okay, so let's get started. Sideline support. Players and fans were keeping cool with soft drinks and ice cream on the hottest day of July and the first day of the Little League tournament. Brett, an outfielder, was watching the game from the bench. Crack! Fans erupted in a chorus of cheers. Cheers for someone other than me, came a small voice from beside Brett. Brett was surprised to see that the speaker was Omar, one of the younger boys on the team. The few times Omar had spoken at all, his words usually consisted of yes, no, coach, or some combination of the three. All right, so the first question is, where does this story take place and what is it about? Use details from the text to help you answer. So look at those first two paragraphs and decide where does this story take place. All right, I'm going to keep reading. Excuse me, said Brett, still not positive the words had came from Omar. I've had it. Frustration was obvious from the peculiar strain in Omar's voice. Just being here now puts me in a bad mood. I show up to every practice. I do whatever the coach asks. And where am I during the games? On the bench. Why is that? Does coach think the other players try harder or have more talent than I have? Are they simply more advanced than I am? Don't be silly, laughed Brett. I played less than you during my first year, and I didn't even know how to hold a bat properly. And you know what? I had a blast. It's just a matter of looking at the situation differently. My dad would call it an attitude tune-up. All right, the second question is, why does Brett tell Omar about having an attitude tune-up? What do you think that might mean? All right, the top of the page. Attitude tune-up, responded a surprised Omar. How can I look at the season for anything but what it is? A disaster. How can you even mention such a word? Asked Brett in an astonished tone. We're out in the fresh air, spending time with our friends. It's a great day. Practice hard, keep a positive attitude, and your playing time will come, added Brett, trying to comfort his teammate. Whether coach intends to put you in today or not, enjoy this day at the ballpark. Another wave of cheers hit the stands as the second run was scored. A small smile appeared on Omar's face as he looked at his new friend. Then, without waiting a moment longer, he jumped up to support his team. All right, so the last question is, what does Brett help Omar understand? What does Brett help Omar understand? Okay, so real quick to review the three questions that you need to answer. You can use your text to support you, okay? So I don't expect you to answer these questions without using your resource. So the first question, where does this story take place and what is it about? Use details from the text to help you answer. 2, why does Brett tell Omar about having an attitude tune-up? And 3, what does Brett help Omar understand? Okay, so now that we've read the passage and I read you the questions, please go to your Google quiz, Google form, and fill out the answers to the questions.